James has always been a trendsetter and a man who will make sure everyone knows what he's doing, when he's doing it, and where he's going to do it. In this video, we'll see some of the NBA players LeBron James hated. Number 6. Nazr Mohammed. Mohammed was never a key player in any team's rotation, but when he was the second big man for Thibodeau and the Chicago Bulls, things got a little heated between the Bulls and LeBron James in one of those all-time Chicago hates LeBron moments. He tried to stop James from scoring on a fast break, and the King took yet another cheap shot at him, which Mohammed didn't like one bit, so he got up and shoved LeBron, who hilariously flopped by taking about 5 steps back and then falling on his ass and rolling on the parquet. Number 5. Lance Stephenson. To be fair, Lance Stephenson despises everyone and the league despises him, as he's proven to be an adolescent with a mouth far larger than his skill set, who hasn't been able to reproduce his success after a couple of successful seasons with the Indiana Pacers. Still, Stephenson's favorite enemy has always been LeBron James, and he is constantly attempting to shove, bump into, and get inside his head. He literally tried to get into his head by quietly blowing into his ear. I mean, come on man, you're just a clown. Number 4. Joakim Noah. When Joakim Noah was the heart of the Bulls' defense and one of the finest defenders in the league, the Bulls-Cavs and Bulls-Heat matchups were pretty much a lock to determine the East Conference's first seed. Noah has always been considered to be a dedicated defender who puts a lot of passion into the game, but James believes he talks way too much trash and has had numerous physical and verbal confrontations with the Frenchman. Of course, Joakim has never backed down from the small forward position and has even made some controversial statements about Cleveland, incurring the ire of the entire Ohio State team. Number 3. Paul Pierce. Last but not least, we have Paul Pierce, who one of the best small forwards this game has ever seen, who has declared that if LeBron had entered the league when he were both in their primes at the same time, he would not have won a single ring throughout his career. Pierce was the head of the Boston Celtics when they were Bron's nightmare in Miami, and Paul hasn't shied away from showing his disdain for James, continually hammering him and making harsh statements about him and his generation. Number 2. Stephen Curry. Individuals' genuine feelings of hostility towards sports differ frequently. Fans of the New York Mets, for example, hated Chipper Jones because of how he tortured New York pitchers when with the Atlanta Braves, but they also revered Jones as a fierce competitor and respected adversary. Many people imagine James and Golden State Warriors legend Stephen Curry had a similar friendship for many years. James and Curry competed in the NBA Finals 4 times between the spring of 2015 and the summer of 2018. Curry's Warriors triumphed in 3 of 4 matches. While it's reasonable to say James and Curry exchanged some trash language during the finals, LeBron praised Curry as the Warriors defeated the Cavs in Game 4 of the 2018 Finals. Perhaps they loathed each other more than the general public realized at the end of 2019. According to NBC Sports, The Ringer's Bill Simmons and ESPN's Brian Windhorst discussed the topic in December of that year, with Simmons claiming the rivalry wasn't friendly. Windhorst stated that Curry's position ahead of James in jersey sales during the 2010s may have contributed to the two athletes' inability to stand one another outside of the occasional post-game handshake. Number 1. Charles Barkley. During the 2016-17 season, LeBron James chastised the Cleveland Cavaliers front office for not bolstering the team's roster, as The Undefeated reported. As a result, Barkley referred to James' remarks as "it's not proper," "whiny," all of the aforementioned. Following the elimination of James and the Los Angeles Lakers from the 2019 NBA playoffs, Barkley welcomed LeBron to the NBA on TNT. Within the NBA set, he doesn't have anything else to do. According to Sports Illustrated, Barkley made a joke during an on-air segment. According to SI, Barkley stated in January 2020 that ESPN airing high school basketball games featuring LeBron's son was the ultimate exploitation. So sure, it's safe to assume the two don't get along. And with that being said, it's time to end our video. What are your views about LeBron James? Let us know in the comments. Like this video and make sure to subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos like this. We'll see you in the next video.